This review will cover the 1999 Columbine High School shooting. It took place on April 20th of that year, and when it took place it was quite dramatic. It made national as well as international news, and it kind of started an era of school shootings that prior to that were rare. And let me get a little more video on here, some beginning stuff. One moment, please. Here's some background.
The murderous fantasy is beginning to take shape. He and a friend, known as Vodka, or V, intend to commit an act so violent that it will secure their place in history.
Sometime in April next year, me and V will get revenge. Kick natural selection up a few notches. If we've learned the art of making time bombs, we'll set hundreds of them around roads, bridges, buildings, and gas stations. Anything that will cause damage and chaos.
That's a little background. It was done by two students at Columbine, and they were heavily armed, and they also had pipe bombs. And they were originally going to blow up the school, but that malfunctioned, so they ended up doing a mass shooting. Let me get a little more information on here. Here's some additional information. One moment.
We're so godlike. I mean, we're not exactly human. We have human bodies, but we've evolved one step above human shit. I mean, we actually have self-awareness.
A key element in Eric and Dylan's sense of alienation comes from their school.
I hate you people for leaving me out of so many fun things. And no, don't say, well, that's your fault, because it isn't. You people had my phone number, and I asked to know. But no, don't let the weird Eric kid come along.
And that's a little more background, and let me advance this a bit. And here's some additional video. One moment.
Gardner is taking a quick lunch with Andy Martin, a Columbine security guard. Gardner is a local police officer with special responsibility for the school's students and teachers. In the past, he's seen Dylan Klebold around the school, but he doesn't know Eric Harris. And he does not appear to know that Eric and Dylan have already been in trouble with the police and the courts. "15 months earlier, they'd broken into a van and stolen electrical equipment. They were later arrested."
And that's a little more background on the shooters. Let me advance this a bit. One moment, please.
And just kind of braced myself, I guess. And then
I saw him throw a couple grenades on the roof and they exploded, and then I saw him shooting guns down towards the parking lot.
Inside the school, no one's sure what's going on. Some think it's just a prank by senior students. Dave Sanders realizes it might be much more serious.
And that's how it started up. It started rather quick, and most people thought it actually was a prank. Let me advance this a bit. One moment, please.
It was a lunchtime. It wasn't a regular class. But within a few minutes, you started hearing things, and it was kind of weird because you didn't usually hear those type of sounds. And then you started feeling the floor move or the walls move. Just really curious at that point because I had no idea what was going on. But shortly after, when the teacher came in, then we found out what was going on.
Everybody get down behind your workbenches. I'm going to lock the doors.
The teacher came.
And there's as the things begin to start, students realize it's an ominous situation. Let me advance it a bit. One moment, please.
well, the first thing that I really remember was when a lady came running into the library and she said, "Everybody get under the tables, there's a kid out there with a gun." And that was my first, like, oh man, something's going down.
Get down! Everybody get down! Get under the tables!
I think everyone was just kind of too shocked to actually do anything. They were still trying to figure out. And then, like, she said it a second time, like, get under the tables. And then people started to respond. first, actually, I thought it was just some, like, random person that came in off the street and, you know, just like some crazy maniac or something. It didn't even, like, click at that time that it could have been a student, because I didn't think anyone would have gone on to, like, start shooting people.
That's an example of one of the pipe bombs that was used, and this is the actual call. Let me, one moment, please.
Okay, does this get an injury? Who's the student, ma'am? Okay, we gotta hop on the way, ma'am.
Picture of the science labs are locked. Dave Sanders is still trying to clear the hallways. 5 more police units are nearing the school.
As you can see, it's quite a bad scene there. They're heavily armed, and no one expected them to come, and the security guards are outside, and the police didn't enter the building, and eventually they made it to the library. One moment, please.
The need to contain an incident. None of the officers ventures into the school to try to challenge the killers. In the next 7 minutes, Eric and Dylan will carry out the most brutal part of their assault on the school. The attack on the 56 students and staff hiding in the library.
Get up! Everybody with white hats, stand up!
And that's them entering the library. It's a reenactment here, and let me advance things a bit. One moment, please. And
I'm out of ammo. Maybe we should start knifing people. That'd be more fun.
I guess really it made me realize how short life is, you know? When you're young, it seems like it's gonna like go on forever and you got plenty of time. You don't have forever.
The 7-minute killing spree in the library comes to a sudden end just before 11:36. Even though Dylan now confronts one of the school's athletes, the injured Evan Todd, he threatens and abuses, but doesn't kill.
So I go to the cops.
I have one thing to do.
He now seems reduced to a gesture of repressed rage.
And the police outside didn't enter. They followed a protocol where you don't enter a building like that. And although it's they could hear the shooting inside, let me advance this a bit. And
They reloaded their firearms right there from the classroom. Door had a window in it, so they could look right in. I remember just jumping away. It was scary. That was probably one of the most scariest points of the whole ordeal, just because they were right there. I found out the next morning that...
And unfortunately, that's one of the teachers that died. He, let me advance this a bit, and...
At Eric Harris's autopsy, therapeutic quantities of Luvox were discovered in his bloodstream. Dylan Klebold's autopsy report found no traces of drugs. Was Eric's medication one further element in the Columbine tragedy? Or was it an underlying psychiatric condition that the drugs were supposed to treat?
And eventually the two shooters went to the library and disposed of themselves, shot themselves. And let me show you. And I think that's some live footage there.
Eric and Dylan arrived back at the library door. The terrible sights of death are shrouded in thick smoke.
And moments later, they take their own lives. And let's see if I get anything else on here. Here's some. These are the actual shooters. That was a reenactment.
Get out with that friggin' kid! If you do, I'll rip off your goddamn head and start so far up your brain.
And that's them right there. That's a video of them. See if I. And there's another one. Let's see if I get him on the screen.
Do you understand, you little worthless piece of crap? MC exit.
And that should do it. 13 people were killed, and as well as the two shooters themselves, so 15 total. And it was quite a news item, and I tried to get everything in here in a short while. I didn't want to get too graphic and stuff. Let me see, get a final screen on here, and that should do it. And hopefully just a quick flashback if you remember this from back then. And let's see if I get a final screen on here.